Hi and welcome back to another LeetCode video for interview practice. We're following a systematic approach where we go through the problem description, constraints, and examples, then come up with a solution before we write a line of code, and then we implement the solution and check if it works. Right, so this is LeetCode 3688, bitwise OR of even numbers in array. So we are given an integer array nums, and we should return the bitwise OR of all even numbers in the array. If there are no even numbers in nums, return 0. So I'm immediately thinking for loop, checking if a number is even, and then ORing it to our result variable. So here we have, let's check the constraint to see what's in nums, or maybe nums is empty, we don't know. Luckily, nums is not going to be empty ever, and all numbers in nums are going to be positive, which is good. Right, so here's an example. Even numbers would be 2, 4, and 6. And 2, 4, and 6, if we do the bitwise OR operation on them. So 2 would be in binary would be obviously this. 4 in binary would be this. And 6 in binary would be this, right? Just displaying lower bits. So if we add them, if we OR all of these, what do we get? Well, we should get back 6, right? And that's exactly what we get back here. Now in the next example, there are no even numbers, so the result is 0. And here we have 8 and 16, and we OR them, we get 24. And that's also quite easily to see because 16 and 8, so 8 would be, this would be 8, and 16, because it's also power of 2, would also be this. So, and since they have the bits set at different positions, ORing them is the same as adding the decimal numbers, right? And that's then 24. 8 plus 16, 24. This particular case. All right. So I think we have an approach. Iterate through the array. If the number is even, we OR it on our result. So that'll be linear time and constant space, since we only need to store the result. So let's implement that. Start with the result 0. At the end, we're going to return it. I'm just going to write down the time and space. That's good practice to do that. Now for n in nums, and if n modulo 2 is equal to 0, that means n is odd. We're going to say result equals result or n. Or if you wanted to write it a little shorter, you could write it like so. Right, and then we just return the result. So let's run it through the test cases. Nice, so it passes all of those. Now let's submit it. And we've finished another problem.